This video is about Libra Sun in the 12th house. Libra Sun in the 12th house brings beauty to some place that isn't so beautiful, and that can make you a liar, but it is also a very nice artistic placement. You can turn something that was very ugly into something that is very beautiful, and whether you're going to do that in a careful way, in an artistic way, where you're just putting something wonderful together, or whether you're going to do that in a manipulative and deceitful way is really up to you. People with this placement are very prone to compromising themselves because they really want to relate to other people. You might feel like there's no line really between where you start and another person ends. You really want to relate to people, and you can turn that into an empathic sort of thing where in your mind you sort of become other people in order to understand them. You could be a very hopeless romantic, like you just want to throw yourself into a relationship and make that what you are all about. You could feel very needy but also very alone. You could find yourself really dreaming of being someone who will stand up for what is wrong, and all the people who are in jail or in a psychiatric ward or who have no hope for whatever reason. You want to fight for them. I think this is a very psychic placement, even though the sun sign isn't really a planet that has anything to do with psychic abilities. It would be a very subliminal type of psychic ability, something that you're not really aware that you're doing. Like I said, just really relating to other people. You might find yourself, I think you would just daydream about recreating a more beautiful world. You're incredibly idealistic, and you might feel like you just don't want to deal with how ugly things are in the world. And you could find yourself escaping and trying to find love and trying to find something in the world that will just make everything better. Just find that other part of you, just find what you felt you've been missing for so long. You might just really feel like an empty shell of a person. You could also throw your relationships out the window because you can't deal with someone's flaws. You decided that, there's something about them that's just so not good, and you get so pessimistic and over judgmental about that you end up saying, I'm not even going to do this relationship. Because you're so idealistic, I think it's a little bit hard for you to accept other people for their flaws. I imagine you as someone who would not want to admit that things are not so wonderful. You might get embarrassed easily, and maybe if you trip or something like that, you just want to say, oh no, I didn't get hurt. You just want everything to seem nice all the time, and you don't let people know about what's really going on inside of you, especially if it's something that isn't so nice. You don't want to say anything negative ever. When you just deny the ugliness is when you take it all within yourself and let it fester, and it eats away at you and it can destroy you, and I don't know, you need to figure out what to do with it. You might really feel crazy because you could feel like you don't know who you are. But the thing about that is you do know who you are, you just don't understand why you feel like you're such a compromise. It's because you're always trying to be liked by other people, and your ego just completely gets lost in that. It gets washed away in the ocean of the 12th house. You might not want to do anything just for yourself because you feel like you don't really know what to do for yourself. And you probably know that you need help in a lot of ways. You know that you need other people, but you don't know how to help yourself at all. My advice for someone with this placement would be to just make sure that you're always acknowledging both sides of things, that you're acknowledging the evil side, the darkness, as well as the good side. And you just know that they're both there, and you don't try to lie about either one's existence. And you can just bring them together. Like, let the darkness marry the light and let them exist together. and be honest about things. You have trouble grounding yourself because you feel like you could either be floating in air, getting washed away by the tides, and I think you could find yourself feeling like you don't even want to exist in this world, but you need to exist in this world. That's why you were born. And you have to figure out what to do with the ugliness, like I said. If you are interested in having me tell you more about yourself, you can go ahead and check out my website and see the services that I offer where I look at your chart. Um, Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and thank you so much for watching my video.